We'll go ahead and continue with our post-race press conference. We're now joined by Ryan Blaney, driver of the number 21 Motorcraft Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center Ford, finished 12th in today's O'Reilly Auto Parts 500. A career best finish for Ryan here at Texas Motor Speedway. You won the first two stages. A strong performance, probably not the result that you wanted, but just talk about your day and then just the track configuration and how it played out.
Yeah, I thought the start of our day was really strong. We made really good adjustments overnight and this morning to get our car where it needed to be. If you would ask me if we would have been so good at the first two stages yesterday, I wouldn't have thought so, and that definitely means a lot. It teaches us a lot of what we need to do as far as changes from practice to race. It definitely helped being out front as well. So once we got that caution before the second segment, a lot of guys pitted and there was a lot of mixed strategies, and we decided to try to win the segment, which I thought was important to get those points and an extra bonus points, and thought we had enough of the race to go to try to work our way back up through there, and I think we got to 8th or something like that before the last caution, and I slid through our pit box, and that was a unfortunate deal. We were kind of pinned in between the 4 and the 88, and there was a weird angle, and I just stopped a little deep, and I hurt us on that one for sure, but we just weren't able to pass anybody after that. No one really could do that. So I would like to see it widen out a little bit more than it did today. I know if you tried to move up half a lane to a lane, it wasn't really good, but hopefully in time that gets better and better. So not a bad day for us. It's nice to win a couple segments, but I want to lead the last lap. That's the lap I care about, but I thought we made a big gain today as a team.
We'll open up for questions. We'll start with Joe.
Joe Manzer, FoxSports.com. Ryan, could you just talk about, for you, how important it is to win stages like that and put those points in the bank?
I think it's really helpful for everybody. It helps you for the playoffs. It helps you throughout the race. That was 20 points we gained right there. It's just it's really, really helpful for your kind of long-term outlook on things, and to go and hold the 4 and 78 off, and then the 48, that last restart before segment 2, that showed how strong our car was. So it definitely means a lot to everybody, I feel like, and it's nice to be a part of a couple stage wins with the 21 car. It means a lot. So
Go down here to Bob.
Bob Hawkers, ESPN. I want to say you'd only led about 30, 35 laps in your whole Cup career, so to lead 140-something, I think, today, just how, does that do anything for you confidence-wise? Does it do anything for the team confidence-wise?
I think so. We didn't finish where we wanted to by a long shot, but I think, the positives you look at is how good our car was and how our adjustments were today. I thought our adjustments were really strong throughout the race. The track changed a little bit, so we were able to stay on top of that while we were out front. And yeah, it's definitely the most laps we've led. It's nice to start up front. That's a big product of starting up front, especially here at this racetrack, the way it is now. But like I said, I don't care if we lead just one lap, as long as it's the last one. We can lead 300 something, but we just weren't in a position to have the right lap led today. But
Come down here to Holly.
Holly Kane, NASCAR.com. That was kind of my question, but do you leave here feeling more encouraged than discouraged because of what you were able to do today and how well you ran?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, it's not where you want to finish. We deserve to finish, third at worst. I thought that was our car was at its worst point was a third place car, and you think about that and are discouraged about that, but at the same time, you got to look at the positives, and I think this is the most positive race we've ever had as a team, as a whole organization. So this whole weekend has been pretty decent, and like I said, I thought we made big gains overnight of changing our race car to where it needed to be to run up front. But I definitely think this is a big confidence boost for everybody, especially after last week at Martinsville, how it ended up. So I think this is a big help for everybody. You can't hold your head down about this one, I think.
Let's go up to the press box for 2 questions.
Reed Spencer with the NASCAR Wire Service. Ryan, in hindsight, do you perhaps wish that you had pitted before the end of that second stage rather than staying out because of what it cost you in track position?
Yeah, I mean, you can say that now. It's easy to look back on it and say, oh, we should have done this, should have done that. Heck, now I say we should have stayed out the last caution and might have had a better shot at it. But you can't really change any of that now. No, yeah, in hindsight, to answer your question, that was kind of a judgment call. You know, you give up a stage win and 10 points and a bonus point for the playoffs to try to set yourself at the end of the race. We thought we had enough time after segment 2 to try to work our way back up through there. And a restart actually after segment 2 really went bad for us. We got jumbled up in 1 and 2 and let a lot of cars get by. That was kind of the deciding factor. I feel like it let a lot of good cars get by, like the 48 and the 42 and 24, and that hurt us more, I think, than anything. Was that restart after segment 2 when we had to check out big in 1 and 2. But I thought we made the right call to stay out there and try to win that segment. I'm for that.
Chris Knight, catchfence.com. Ryan, I was just curious, after running so strong last weekend at Martinsville and running strong this weekend at Texas, even though it wasn't the finishes that you wanted, are you encouraged by the performances, especially moving forward to Bristol, Richmond, Talladega, and then Charlotte? And then also, did running the Xfinity race yesterday make you stronger today?
Yes, I feel like our past couple of weeks, even though we haven't gotten the great finishes we deserve, I feel like our cars have been really, really fast. I thought it said a lot about our team and car last week to run good at Martinsville. The first half of the race, where I'll publicly say is my worst racetrack, and that's the racetrack I'd look forward to going to the least on the schedule, and to run well there, that definitely was a help. And then to have a fast car here has been really good. We're great first half of races. We just need to figure out how to finish them off, and that's a tough part to do. That's where I think some of these great teams really rise up and can finish races and position themselves for the end of these races. And with this team, I feel like we're getting better at that. Fast cars definitely help. We just have to try to find ourselves in position to be up front towards the end and to have a fast enough car to try to compete for a win. So
Let's come down here to deadline room, Tolly.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to ask you what you were doing on your off week, and if you feel like this is kind of the best way to have an off week in terms of taking the momentum, or how you did, if you feel more encouraged to have to think about this race for a couple of weeks.
yeah, sorry, Chris, I forgot to answer the second part of your question. Sorry. Yeah, I think the Xfinity race did help out a lot. Running that yesterday, it definitely. I got done with that race, and we had our meeting right after to figure out what we're going to do for today and changes, and we did a lot of things that our Xfinity car needed, and I felt like that helped out for today. So yeah, that was a big gain for us to run the Xfinity car, so that was good. But what am I doing in my off week? I don't know. I don't like being at home, so I'll probably go somewhere and do something. I was going to go to London with Chase, and then he bailed, so that was nice. But he didn't want to go over there. I thought that would have been pretty neat to go. I've never been to London before, but I don't know. Maybe go to Colorado or something, or a friend of ours is playing a show in Knoxville, Tennessee. I've never been to Knoxville before, so I might go there. But, you know, you answer another part of leading into the off week. Are you encouraged? Yeah, you know, it's encouraging to have a really fast race cars and know that we can build off of this. So it's better than, you know, running 20th all day and wondering where everything went wrong. So I don't think it's a bad time to have an off week. Honestly, I wish we were racing next week, just because, you know, you're in that mode and you want to go. But I think it might be nice for everyone to kind of wind down, and it's really good for the teams. They've been working super hard, and it's good for them to get an off week and spend a weekend with their family. But yeah.
Any other questions for Ryan? Ryan, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Thank you.